Oliver, it's almost 10 p.m. You still can't come home? I made dinner and have been waiting for you.
Just eat dinner with the kids without me. Besides, I'm still at work. Stop texting me about stuff that doesn't matter.
Stuff that doesn't matter? Don't tell me you forgot what today is.
Huh? What about it?
You're unbelievable. The kids have been waiting for you to come home all evening. Today is Liam's birthday. We said we'd celebrate together as a family tonight. I've been telling you since last week.
Oh.
Don't owe me. Did you seriously forget?
Well, I mean...
You forgot, didn't you? Unbelievable. The least you can do is remember your own kid's birthday.
We've got 3 kids. How am I supposed to remember all their birthdays? I'm busy with work, so there's not much I can do about it.
You're just full of excuses. Anyway, come home right now. Liam has been saying he wants to eat cake with you all day.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't? The kids have been waiting, wanting to spend their birthday with you.
I can't because I'm not done with work. I have an important project I need to finish by tonight. I probably won't make it home. I'll stay at a hotel near the office and head straight to work in the morning.
I can't believe this. Liam was really looking forward to this. Then at least call him. Just take a moment to hear his voice, see his smile, and wish him a happy birthday. You can manage that, right?
I can't do that either. Sorry, but I've got a meeting starting now.
At this hour? Most companies are long done with work by now.
It's an emergency web meeting with an overseas client. The time difference made it fall at this hour.
Is it really that urgent?
There's an ongoing project with a major international IT company, and a problem came up.
Can't someone else handle the meeting?
I'm the project leader, so it won't move forward without me. Plus, the other party's lead insisted on speaking with me directly, so I can't skip it.
But you can't even spare a few minutes for a phone call? Liam just wants to hear your voice. You put so much effort into your work. Why can't you put even a little effort into your family? Can't you come home early once in a while and have dinner with us as a family?
I don't want to. It's exhausting. I don't want to deal with anything when I'm home. I can't be bothered to entertain them. They're just annoying anyway.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
I said, I don't want to be at home. The kids are loud. I'm sick of seeing your face, and every day feels like the same boring routine. I don't even want to hear your pointless chatter.
What? How can you say something terrible like that?
Terrible? What's so terrible about it? I'm just telling the truth. You're not young anymore. You're basically an old lady. So maybe you should start knowing your place. Just hearing you talk makes my skin crawl. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You used to be a bit better, I think. But now, those wrinkles, those spots, they're getting worse, aren't they? Honestly, I don't want to be with an old woman like you. Just looking at you puts me in a bad mood.
Are you seriously saying that?
If you were as attractive as you were when you were younger, maybe I'd treat you a little better. But I just don't see you that way anymore.
I can't believe you can say something so cruel to your own wife.
Look, the only reason you're able to live so comfortably as an unemployed freeloader is because of me. You're living off the money I earn, so you should be grateful. Don't go ordering me around when you're just a stay-at-home mom. I work, you handle the house and kids. That's the deal, isn't it?
Hey, Oliver. Lately, every weekend you've been going out. Where are you going and what are you doing? And it seems like you've been spending way too much money recently. What are you spending it on? Your overspending is making it so tight every month that we're barely scraping by. I've been reducing our grocery spending and picking up our kids' clothes from thrift stores or secondhand shops. I'm trying to manage every day, but it's seriously a struggle. I even hesitate to buy meat now. The kids sometimes say they'd like to have hamburger steaks, but I always tell them maybe next time, and they just have to hold back. For their clothes, I search thrift shops and resale apps, trying to find something in the right size. But when it comes to shoes, I can't risk them not fitting properly if they're used, so I have to buy them new. And every time, I have to cut back on something else, and it's such a headache. We can't buy new toys or books either, so I borrow from the library or ask friends for hand-me-downs. I feel so sorry for the kids, but there's nothing I can do. If you could save even just a little, it would make things so much easier for us.
Excuse me? Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? You have no right to complain to me. You're unemployed, only a high school graduate, and grew up in a single-parent household. What gives you the right to say anything? You barely have any work experience, so don't interfere with what I do. You're a worthless wife, and the fact that someone like you even got to marry me should make you grateful. You should be thanking me. Stop giving me your opinions, it's annoying.
If I didn't work hard every day taking care of the house and raising the kids, would you even be able to focus on your job? You can only throw yourself into work because I handle everything at home. And besides, when you decided to switch to your current company, I helped you with your job hunt. You weren't motivated at all. I spent hours finding a good company for you and writing your resume and CV.
Don't act like you're so great because of that. That's stuff anyone could do. The one actually working, sweating, and earning money is me. Getting into my current company and becoming a manager, that's all because of my ability. I wowed the interviewers with my charisma. I would have succeeded even without you. Don't get it twisted. It's all thanks to my own skills, not because of you.
Oh, really? Maybe you're right.
See that? Looks like you finally reflected on things a little. Don't ever bother me with pointless stuff again. It's a waste of my time. I'm tired of listening to someone who's completely unproductive. Stop stealing my valuable time.
Oliver, I just saw you in town. What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
This doesn't add up. Weren't you supposed to be on a business trip today?
What?
You lied to me, didn't you? I saw you clearly just now.
What are you doing out at this time?
I took the kids to see that movie they've been looking forward to. We just stepped out of the theater when I saw you.
Look at you, talking about cutting back on living expenses, but you went to the movies? Seems like you're living it up just fine.
Sometimes it's okay. The kids have been holding back for so long. By the way, who was that young woman you were walking with?
That's none of your business. Don't pry.
Of course it's my business. We're husband and wife, aren't we? And you were walking arm in arm with that young woman, looking pretty cozy. That didn't look like just a friend, did it? She seemed quite young. Early 20s, I'd say. Don't tell me you're cheating on me.
So what if I am?
You're unbelievable. Just brazen about it, huh?
Cheating? Everyone does it. It's nothing unusual these days. Don't make such a fuss, idiot. You're such a pain.
This is horrible. You're betraying your family. The kids are still so young. What are you going to do if they find out about this?
Shut up. My family's pretty dull, so I decided to seek some excitement with a younger woman. Being around you and the kids makes me feel suffocated. This is all your fault, so don't blame me.
My fault? How can you say something so cruel? You betray your family with your selfish actions, act shameless when you get caught, and now you're trying to pin the blame on us? I'm honestly speechless.
What? Chill with the attitude, all right? The reason this family is so unbearable for me is because of you. You're the one who's made this household so cold. You live off my income and do nothing but complain. If anyone's shifting blame, it's you. You're the one always dumping the responsibility on me. Enough already.
You're always complaining, aren't you? You lie to us, do whatever you want, and when things don't go your way, you blame us. You make us suffer like this, hurt us so deeply. Then what are we supposed to do? No matter how hard we try, no matter how much we give, you don't care about us at all, do you?
Of course not. I hate you all. Just being around you makes me sick. Wake up and smell the coffee, you dummy. I can't stand being with you any longer.
This is too unbelievable.
Whatever. It doesn't matter who I'm with or what I do. You have no right to complain. You're living off the money I earn. You're nothing but leeches, worthless and clinging to me to survive.
Oliver, that message you sent earlier, you were joking, right?
I wasn't joking. I'm serious.
I can't believe this. Are you telling me to leave the house?
I'm divorcing you. I'm going to marry my coworker.
That mistress of yours? She's one of your subordinates at work?
Yeah, that's right. She's young, cute, and fun to be around. Wives should always be young. That's the best. At last, I'm done with my old ball and chain. This is fantastic. Take the kids and get out.
You can't just say something like that out of nowhere. The kids have school and preschool. They can't just transfer suddenly like that. And finding a new place to live isn't that simple either.
I don't care. Pack up and leave already. Don't interfere with my new life. If you're not out by the end of the week, I'll force you out, and I won't hold back.
Are you really okay with this? Are you seriously going to abandon us, your family? Do the time we spent together and all the memories we made mean nothing to you?
To me, you were nothing but a burden. Being with her makes me 100 times happier than being with you. I don't want the kids either, so make sure you take them with you.
You're seriously never going to see your sons again? You don't care about watching them grow up? The youngest is only 4 years old.
Not interested at all. I couldn't care less.
I see. Kicking your wife and kids out like this. You really don't care what happens to your own children, do you?
This is exactly what I find annoying about you. Go to that apartment where your mom lives or something.
What about our kids' future and child support?
Child support? Like I'd ever pay that. Raise them on your own. They're the kids you chose to have. Not my problem. You're not getting a single cent from me.
Kids I chose to have? That's rich. You were the one who begged and pleaded for at least 3 kids when we got married.
I don't care. I don't remember things from that long ago.
I see. So I guess you're never going to be that kind, caring person you once were, right? When we got married, you were so sweet and you loved me so much. When did you become so cold and cruel? You've really changed.
Shut up. People change. That's just how it is. You used to be young, cute, and always smiling when we first got married. But now, you're just a grumpy old woman who does nothing but complain.
How could I be cheerful when I'm treated so horribly by my own husband?
Stop whining and get lost.
Fine. Just don't regret it later.
What? Regret? Not a chance. Listen up. If you drag your feet and stay there any longer, I'll toss all your stuff in the trash. Got it?
I've finished packing. The kids and I are leaving the house now. I doubt we'll ever see each other again, so take care.
What? You're leaving already?
We're heading to my mother's apartment.
Wait, Mia.
What?
I'm at work right now, but are you acquainted with our company's CEO?
Why do you ask?
Well, the thing is, I just got called by him. He personally called me out of nowhere just now.
Oh, really?
It's the first time the CEO has ever directly called our department. Normally, he wouldn't bother calling a regular employee directly. One of my coworkers answered the phone, but the CEO demanded to speak to me, sounding furious. Everyone in the office was freaking out, wondering what was going on. As soon as I picked up the phone, he was barking at me to get to his office immediately.
Oh, really?
So when I went to his office, the moment I walked in, he shouted, "You! What the hell are you thinking?" He was absolutely furious. At first, I had no idea what he was talking about. I just stood there dumbfounded. And then he yelled, "Ask your wife." By wife, he means you, right?
Probably.
What's going on here? How does the CEO know you?
What do you think?
Answer the question. What's your relationship with him?
We're family.
What?
The CEO is my father.
You've got to be kidding me. That can't be true. How could someone like you be the CEO's daughter? That's impossible. You always said you didn't have a father. You liar. You grew up in a single-parent home. That's why you couldn't afford college, right?
That's right. I grew up in a single-parent home. My father and mother separated before I was born.
What?
They were lovers when they were young, but my father's parents didn't approve of their relationship. They said it was beneath him and strongly opposed their marriage. My father's family has been wealthy for generations, running a business, while my mother came from a family of regular salary earners. At first, my father tried to convince his parents, but when they threatened to disown him if he married my mother, he gave up. He didn't know my mother was pregnant at the time and abandoned her. My mother was bitter and cut all ties with him. We struggled to make ends meet as a single-parent family, but my mother was too proud to reach out to him for help. She raised me all on her own. I didn't want to burden her any further, so I gave up on going to college.
But if your mother cut ties, how did you find out the CEO is your father?
There was a mutual acquaintance who knew about my mother's pregnancy. A few years ago, that person accidentally told my father about me while they were drunk. After my father separated from my mother, he married another woman, but they couldn't have children. When he found out I existed, he panicked and started searching for my mother and me.
You've got to be kidding me.
I first met my father 4 years ago. I couldn't forgive him for abandoning my mother. Even now, I still can't fully forgive him. That's why I never told anyone about him, not even you. For most of my life, I didn't have a father, and the man who was my father was someone my mother hated. It wasn't something I could easily accept, so I decided to act like he didn't exist, just as I always had. I never met with him or contacted him, and I swore I would never rely on him. That was until you started looking for a new job.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you went to him and asked him to pull strings so I could get hired here?
That's right. At the time, you couldn't find a job and we were struggling to make ends meet. Our savings were almost gone. If things kept going the way they were, the kids would have suffered too. Cutting back on groceries wasn't enough. The kids' clothes were falling apart. I couldn't stand it. For the sake of the children, I had no choice but to swallow my pride. So I reached out to my father and asked him to help you get hired. Since he already felt guilty about abandoning us, he agreed right away. When he found out he had 3 grandchildren, he was over the moon with joy.
What the hell? So I didn't get into this company on my own merit? And being promoted to management wasn't because of my abilities either?
That's right. Did you really think it was all your own talent? How naive.
You've got to be kidding me.
Honestly, how did you not figure it out until now? Someone with your unimpressive background who even failed classes and repeated a year in college, landing a mid-career position at such a big company? That doesn't happen. And then, without any significant achievements, being promoted to management so easily? Usually, you might wonder why that was going on, even just a bit. You're unbelievably clueless.
Well,
It just shows that you're that kind of person, Oliver. Thinking it was all your ability? This is hilarious.
Why didn't you tell me about your connection to the CEO? I'm your husband.
Even though I asked for his help once, my feelings about him didn't change. Nothing about our relationship changed in my mind. And honestly, if you had known that all your success was thanks to me, you would have sulked, right? Your pride is ridiculously fragile. I really didn't want to bruise your precious ego. Consider it kindness. But still, after all the effort I made to get you into this company, you had the nerve to start an affair as soon as you joined. How pathetic. By the way, I heard from my father that his company has strict rules against workplace affairs because they disrupt the workplace environment. Do you know what happened to employees who got caught having affairs in the past?
I don't know.
Then why don't you ask some of the senior employees around you?
You've got to be kidding me. Hey, what's going to happen to me?
Who knows? Maybe you should ask my father. Oh, and by the way, he said he's going to have you thoroughly investigated by professionals. He's also looking into your mistress. According to him, people like you, trash, usually have other skeletons in their closet. He said you're the kind of person who'll crumble under scrutiny.
What? I haven't done anything. I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, really? But my father seems to have already found something. Let me check. Looks like I've got a message from him on WhatsApp. He said, "Leave the rest to me. I'll make sure the one who caused my daughter and precious grandchildren to suffer will pay and rot in hell." Looks like you're in for an interesting time. Enjoy whatever comes next.
Mia, please, pick up the phone.
What do you want? I'm busy with a move.
I just wanted to apologize to you. I'm so sorry. I deeply regret what I've done. It's truly unforgivable. I'm the lowest kind of scum. Please, I beg you, forgive me.
Is my father there with you?
Yes, the CEO is here too.
Oh, I see. No matter how much you apologize, I have no intention of forgiving you. But I'll make sure to thank my father.
Won't you forgive me? I truly, deeply apologize. I'm serious.
There's no way I'll forgive you. So, what's your punishment?
Well, I've been terminated, and I'm also being sued for damages.
I knew it. You must have been hiding more than just the affair. What else did you do? Spill it.
Actually, I falsified my mistress's performance records. I shifted her tasks onto other employees, and I used company expenses for personal purchases a few times.
I see. Petty, cowardly, and pathetic. I'm honestly disappointed.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like you have a lot of people to apologize to besides me. The employees who had to pick up the slack because of your affair must have had a really hard time. I imagine the people caught up in your mess felt it was incredibly unfair. An affair doesn't just affect the people involved, you know. Your mistress is just as guilty, isn't she? She was called to the CEO's office after that, wasn't she?
She was fired too. She said she's leaving the company and going back to her hometown. She was crying, saying she'll probably be drowning in debt because of the alimony and damages.
I see. Looks like she understands her situation well. So she's planning to run back to her parents and cry to them for help? How embarrassing.
Hey, about the compensation, will you be asking me for that too?
Of course. And don't forget child support for 3 kids.
But I won't have any income now. How am I supposed to pay?
So what? Why should I care?
Please, don't abandon me. I'll change, I swear. I'll work hard and take my responsibilities seriously from now on. I'll do my best for our family. Please, don't divorce me. I'm truly sorry.
How can you even say that? You said you didn't want us, that we were annoying, an eyesore, and that you hated us. You mocked and insulted us over and over. You didn't even come home for Liam's birthday. and you said you didn't care about our kids' future.
I know. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm truly sorry. I'll never say anything so cruel again, so please.
Now that you know I'm the CEO's daughter, you're suddenly changing your tune, huh? Are you hoping I'll support you now? How convenient.
That's not it. I'm not thinking that at all. I'm truly reflecting on everything I've done. Please, believe me. From now on, I'll work from morning till night without complaining to support the family.
I don't want you to support me, not even a little.
But it's hard to raise 3 kids all on your own, isn't it?
It's not hard at all. My father said he'd hire me to take your place, so I have nothing to worry about.
What?
Through all of this, I've reconciled with my father. After all, he's an important grandfather to the kids. I started thinking, should I really let my pride deprive the kids of their grandfather? It made me reflect on my own responsibilities as a parent. My father cried and apologized to both me and my mother. He said he was truly sorry. When the kids met him, they warmed up to him right away. It's like they say, sometimes a storm makes the ground stronger.
What the hell? You're the only one who gets to benefit from all this? That's not fair.
You've been benefiting plenty all this time, and it was all thanks to me. You got into a great company, earned a high salary, wasted that money however you wanted, and played around with younger women.
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, we barely got by on a tight budget. The kids didn't get birthday presents. Their own father forgot their birthdays, and you even said you didn't want them. I'll never forgive you for that.
I'm sorry. I truly am. I had no idea you were living such a miserable, lonely life. I'm truly sorry. I was so selfish, only thinking about myself.
I used to think my father was the worst kind of person for abandoning my mother, but it turns out I married an even worse man. There's no way I'll ever forgive you. Oliver tried contacting me countless times, begging to speak to me and asking me to reconsider the divorce. But with the help of a lawyer my father introduced me to, the divorce was finalized smoothly. Shortly after the divorce, I started working at my father's company. Now I live in a secure company apartment near the office and work hard every day. As an executive secretary, the pay is good and the job is fulfilling. Through reconnecting with my father, I've come to understand that he's not a bad person, just clumsy and not great with words. He made mistakes in his youth, but now he seems to genuinely regret them. He adores my sons and they adore him back. After years of not having a father figure, my sons are thrilled to have a grandfather in their lives and spend their days happily with him. On weekends, my father takes them to fun places, amusement parks, zoos, aquariums, and the movies. The boys always come home full of joy, their faces lighting up with excitement. In fact, they now spend more time with their grandfather than they ever did with their father. Oliver, who abandoned us, has been replaced by someone far better, a loving father figure and a doting grandfather. Eventually, even my mother reconciled with my father. Now, on weekends, my parents, my children, and I gather at my place for dinner together. As for Oliver, he was forced to pay compensation and child support in one lump sum. He ended up with an enormous amount of debt and even considered declaring bankruptcy. However, his lawyer told him there was no way to avoid paying the alimony and child support, so he gave up on that. He maxed out loans from legitimate financial institutions and, when that wasn't enough, borrowed from shady lenders. Now, he works multiple part-time jobs from morning until night just to pay off the interest. The principal amount hasn't decreased at all, leaving him utterly hopeless. At this rate, he'll likely spend the rest of his life drowning in debt, but that's his own fault. I've heard rumors that Oliver tells people he wants to see me and the children again, but I have no intention of ever seeing him again. There's a saying, You only realize the value of something after you've lost it. I'm sure Oliver understands the weight of those words all too well now. But it's